Hey everyone, how you doing? Today we're out here in beautiful Colorado, and I wanted to show you one of my setups that I've been using for a couple years now. I've got a Deepsleep mattress that I ordered from Deepsleep. This is designed for the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. It's a 4-door setup, my Jeep. So I'm going to open this right now and show you the footprint here. So it comes in a kind of a big tote bag. And yeah, I mean, I've been sleeping on this and it's been awesome. I mean, literally, when I don't use my iCamper, I just take my sleeping bag, throw it in the Jeep, and kick back. And I'm really glad that I bought this because you really do get a very comfortable sleep. Again, I've been using this Deepsleep for several years. And what you're looking at in here is I've got a goose gear system. It's a 60 and a 40% delete system, as they call it. And it's been working out great. And I throw the Deepsleep on the right-hand side. And let me try to get this off here. Just like anything, when you get it from the shop where you buy something, it's like it comes in a box and it's perfectly, it fits. And, you know, it's just, it looks so perfect. But once you get it out of the box or you get it out of the package and you use it and then you try to put it back in. Yeah, when you're out and about and you have to take this and you have to fold it up, just be careful. You don't want to fold it up at a campsite on anything sharp, like sharp twigs or anything like that, because you'll poke a hole. You could poke a hole in this. So what I've done is I've taken river straps. And the Deepsleep does come with these straps, but I find river straps to be a lot more effective. At first, when you undo this, nothing's going to happen. There's two little plugs on the Deepsleep, and I'll show you here. And sometimes they can be a little awkward to open. So there's two plugs, and then I look for the logo. So the logo, after using the Deepsleep for a while, this logo right here is going to be at the end of the Jeep here. And then you'll see that there's this is kind of like a square down here. And then up here, it angles. You can see it's more of a wide area up in this area. And it's kind of like a puzzle. So you look at your door over there with the wheel well kind of goes in like this. So I just flip it around, and so you're all set there. The holes are on the other end. Okay, I'm down here by the passenger door here, and you can see how this little corner right here just kind of fits in there snug. And then I'm going to open up this one side here. This is going to let the air in. Is really, when you first get it out, you really got to finesse it when you pull this plug out, because if you're just trying to pull it out, you can actually rip the tab holder. So I just kind of finesse it here. There we go. Okay, so that's, I can feel the air getting sucked in right now, and you'll see that the end will start folding out. Now I have the passenger seat all the way forward, and I've leaned the back seat for the passenger seat forward as far as it can go. And just to let you know, I'm 5'5", and then there's a little area up here on the goose down. Like, you might even run into this, whatever Jeep that you're using. There's probably about 5 or 6 inches of like an open space here. What I do is I just put like a bag down there to keep this supported upright. Okay, so I've had this open, the plug open to let air in for about, let's say for about 4 minutes now. And we've got a height of 4 inches. It'll probably go up to like 4 and a quarter, maybe even 4.5. But I leave it, I mean, I just open it up and I leave it just like that, and then I put the plug in on the other end. So what you're looking at on the width of the Deepsleep here is, you're looking at 21 inches in a width down by the legs. And then I'm going to go up here. So, and then the widest part up here where you're going to have your thorax or your trunk, your chest, and your arms and stuff, that is 27 inches. And then there's this little indentation up here where the head, for the head, and that is 22 inches. And then the length overall is roughly 70 inches. Let me see here. Yeah, roughly 70 inches. So then you just come up here and then push the plug back in. Okay, just to give you an example, the way I get in when I camp is I actually use the passenger door over there. And then what I've usually been doing is I've been putting front runner cases. I put 4 front runner cases on the right hand side, and then I put the Deepsleep on top of the cases. So literally I'm up like this high. And but if you don't have any storage cases that you're taking along and stuff like that, then it's going to be really easy to actually enter from the rear, or you can enter from the side. And then you can put your other gear right here. Like if you want to put storage cases and units, you can put them on the left hand side. If you have a freezer, fridge, you can either put it down here on this end, or you can put it up there. Over the past couple of years, I've been kind of doing some experiments by putting the refrigerator freezer down here to access it, because I cook here. And then I went, oh, what about nighttime? Like, what if I'm thirsty and stuff like that? So I had put it up there also behind the driver's seat. But, you just play with it on your own and see what works best. But this mattress, the Deepsleep, if you have gear that's up in your passenger seat, let's just say you have, some personal possessions, a backpack, maybe a Goal 0500 battery, and it's up there in the passenger seat, a consideration is sometimes you're not going to be able to push the passenger seat all the way forward. So this will actually, the foot down here will be butt up against the rear of the door when you close it. But the thing is, this is flexible, so you shouldn't have any problem, getting this in there, because right now that's a perfect fit. And even if I close the door, that's a perfect fit. Okay, so when I get in, if this is as low as it is, it's going to be really easy to basically, I take my boots off, I leave them outside the Jeep, and then I have a hand grip here on the Jeep. Every Jeep has one, a JL, and then basically just turn around and get in. I've got plenty of headroom there, and again, I'm 5'5". I'm a short guy, so I got advantages. So, and when I get in here, like, oh man, that's so nice. Seriously. Oh man. There are nights where I have to get up in the iCamper and I think about, this being down here, and I'm like, oh man. So I'll actually take this out of the Jeep and I'll put it up on my iCamper. So you got flexibility with the Deepsleep. Oh, this is so nice. Right now, it's sunny out. I'm at 7,000 feet. It's in Colorado. It's probably 56 today. And there's a cool breeze. And there's crows. Man, this is nice. Anyway, I can't wait to get back out on the road. I can't wait. So, yeah, Deepsleep, man. You might want to think about it. Okay, when you're folding your Deepsleep up, there's a trick that I've learned. Number one is, if you have any flat surface that's smooth and no sharp objects or anything like that, that's perfect. I use my goose down system. And so the key is, there's 2 tabs on the end. And before you start rolling it up, you want to close the larger tab. And then all you do is on this little tab right here, there's a little spring with a little plunger right there. Well, that's going to let air out, okay? So this one you want to close. This one you want to periodically keep pushing this tab in as you're rolling it forward, as I explained in this video. It's kind of hard to show you, but when I'm rolling up the Deepsleep, what I do is there is a little tab on this side and a larger tab on this side. I close this one completely, and then what I do is you'll see that there is this little release valve right here. So what I do is I roll a little bit, and then I keep my knees, you know, on top of this little roll as I inch forward in this direction towards the two plugs. And then I'll roll once, get up to like right here, and then I'll just reach up and then keep my finger on here, and you'll hear all the air just start moving out. And so just keep doing that until you get all the way up to the top there. So here's a close-up of this is a close-up of the little tab that you want to open up when you're rolling up your Deepsleep. And you can see there's a little spring under there. And what you do is as you're rolling it up, you press this down to release air, okay? Now, since I'm not standing or kneeling on the Deepsleep right now, then if I just leave it like this, a little bit of air is going to get into the Deepsleep. But what I'll do is I'll just put my knees on and fold it up one more time really light, kind of like redo it for the second time. Okay, there's the Deepsleep that I've rolled up already one time and gotten the air out, and I released all the air out that I could. So I'm going to open it up one more time, and I'm going to roll it again just to get as much air as I can get out of there, and using the same technique. And there you have it. That's the second time around, and I even got a little bit more air out of it. And again, when I'm done, I just push that in there. And I mean, if I even see how I can actually, when this comes out, there's still just a little bit of air in there. So all you do is just use your knees, rock forward, take your finger, push that tab right there, push that in, all that air will come out. And that's it. And that's how you roll up the Deepsleep. Here's what it looks like when I have the Deepsleep in on the passenger side. So I've got a space right here that I can put my solar panel, foldable solar panel. I just make sure I don't block the fan there on the Domatic. And then I scoot the passenger seat forward. And then I also use the headrest. I basically forward the seat, and it gives me plenty of space to stretch out, and it's pretty comfortable.